Hello everyone, it's Professor 095 back with the update. I would say news or Thursday stream news. When I apologize for uploading this late. Well, I was supposed to upload this on Friday, but I was kind of like tired and kind of like busy with things. So yeah, I apologize for that. But nonetheless, we are getting straight into last Thursday's news, which is gonna be like itsuki. So she's going to be the last of the quintuplets herself, and I'm gonna try to give you an insight on how what she does and what she does and my opinions on it. So yeah, and some updates on the BT12 as well. So before we continue, if you do like my content, I implore you to like this video and subscribe for more content and in the near future. So without further ado, let's get straight into the news itself. So we have the grade 1 itsuki, which is rather generic for all quintuplets. We have the one where you write the quintuplet starter, then you get the memories crest, and she gets a 5 shield if she on the guardian circle continuous if she has a 3 or more different cards in the memories. So there's that. So there's itsuki, and we have the grade 3 for itsuki herself. So this is the main Vanguard. So we have itsuki. So we have the grade 3 itsuki. So when this unit is placed on Vanguard circle, you look at the top 7 of cards of your deck. You choose up to 2 quintuplets from among them, reveal it, put one to your hand, the rest to your memories, and then you shuffle your deck. Quite generic for almost all of the sisters. So this one is going to be interesting. So continuous Vanguard circle. During your turn, if there are 6 or more quintuplets with different card names in your memories, all your front row quintuplets will gets 2k for each card in your drop zone. So very interesting indeed. So auto Vanguard once per turn. At the end of the battle, that is when you attack, you counter blast 1, you restand and drive -2. So this is technically restander. So this is going to be something along the lines of Bushiking levels of good, because technically speaking, she can restand and she can get drive -2. Which is probably can be rectified, can be fixed with the orders that we're gonna get through. Which itsuki gonna get her own order, so we're gonna get into it after that. But the part where she gets 2k for each counter drop, it's kind of interesting, because Stoic here really can buff up their drop zone as fast as possible. So if you can play the grade 3 Stoikia cycle card from the festival collection, I think that also could help. Maybe some of the orders that actually, if you play early game, you can just build top 5. That's the grade 0 if I'm not mistaken, with the counter last one. So yeah, so this is certainly a very interesting way to mill your deck and then power up at the same time. So this is kind of very interesting for the this company. It reminds me of Skull Dragon, but instead of pumping up for Skull Dragon the one in Grand Blue in grade 3 and during the V era, it kind of reminds me of that. But instead of powering it itself, it powers the front row, which is kind of which is a big yikes. So if you only have 10 cards in a drop zone, it's gonna be 20k. So yeah, it's pretty big, not gonna lie. So yeah, so she gets a restand, and initially we thought that if we combo her with Yi Wandering Souls, the yellow Zorka order, and people were thinking, okay, you know what, if her gimmick revolves around milling the top deck and gets an extra drive, trying to attempt to get an extra drive during the restand. So people are trying to work around how many orders should I play? Are we gonna have to go with full 4E Wandering Souls? But I think once we get straight into what her order does, I think that some of the strategies is you might not need E Wandering Souls anymore, so that's kind of good. So that's just purely from my own perspective. So yeah, I think itsuki is gonna be very interesting. She also like Nino as well, because restand if she does not hit, provided if Nino doesn't hit. So that's that. I think this is a guaranteed restand. So Nino is not a guaranteed restand some of the time, but yeah, itsuki is a guaranteed restand. So she's technically Bushiki the end. I don't know. So yeah, any good of the restanders or like Vanguard, for example, right? Yeah. So we have the grade 2, itsuki, the special grade 2. Placed by riding the grade 1 quintuplet. You look at the top 7, choose one quintuplet, put it to memory, shuffle your deck, which is rather generic. Auto regard must present when your quintuplet Vanguard attacks this unit plus 5k until the end of turn. If there are 5 or more quintuplets with different card names in your memories, she gets 10k instead of 5k. So if itsuki attack twice, it's going to be she's gonna get like 10k. So yeah, so that's good. So it's once per turn, so you really cannot stack the effect. So she can do like 20k attacker. So yeah, kind of rather generic. We're not gonna get into this because I want to get straight into the rest of the itsuki cards first before we discuss the rest of the BT cards or the PR cards. Yeah, the BT cards. Okay, so we have unfamiliar voice itsuki Nakano. Then this unit is placed on Vanguard during your mini phase. Vanguard is quintuplet. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. One quintuplet into your memory and shuffle your deck. Alright. So continuous regard if there are 3 or more with quintuplets with different names in memories, this unit plus 2k, which is active for opponent's turn as well. So 10k attacker, 10k booster, generic for all sisters in the deck, I say. Yeah. So this one will be the grade 2. So lightly lovely pattern itsuki. So regard when your grade 3 itsuki restands by the card effect, you counterblast 1 and put a quintuplet from your drop to the bottom of the deck. Choose one of your quintuplets plus 10k until the end of turn. If there are 5 or more quintuplets in this card name, you may draw 1 card. So technically good itself, because if let's say that you wanted to use any orders or skill abilities and you found out that you mill like a lot of like quintuplets as well, like she can actually help you to try to like filter, like put back the quintuplets for in your drop zone and then go to the bottom of the deck, so which is kind of good. And you get to choose one of the quintuplets. It can be herself, it could be your Vanguard, to get that 10k as well. And you can draw a card if you have 5 or more quintuplets, so it's kind of good for itsuki. So well, that's quite nice actually. So itsuki is a pretty interesting deck to be considered for most players, I guess, because like that, she's a guaranteed restand, unlike Nino. But because the Nino is rather circumstantial, but I guess like during the late game, I think the late game which Nino is at strongest. I think itsuki early game until the late game, I think she will be rather consistent nonetheless, provided if she has the if you play the order consistently every turn, which we're gonna get straight into. So where is this order? So this order is the itsuki's order. So you only play her if your Vanguard is itsuki, which is kind of obvious. You choose 2 quintuplets with the same name from the drop zone, one of the cards in the bot deck, and put the rest to your memories. And if one or more cards were chosen, you perform based on the following, based on how many different name quintuplets in your memory. So 3 or more, draw 1, 5 or more, CC 1, 7 or more, you choose one cards and you get strength plus 1 until end of turn. So this, which is quite nice. So technically speaking, you can give itsuki triple drive first. If you play this order, you can give itsuki triple drive. Then she restands, then she gets drive -2. So she can get another single drive, so 4 drive checks in one turn. So pretty good in itself. Whether or not so this is the part where I say that if like Yi Wandering Souls can try not to be considered in playing this deck, but if the players are so inclined to do that, I would say that maybe not. I would say that this would be like the more I wouldn't say budget. I would say this would be a better alternative, because the fact that you get to draw 1 card and you get to CC. So Yi Wandering Souls perhaps will not be considered. So for Stoichia players, if Yi Wandering Souls isn't very expensive enough, I guess it's if like they do not specify itsuki to give her to give the itsuki Vanguard drive another drive, then you could potentially see the possibility of Yi Wandering Souls like price skyrocketing. So but the fact that she actually gives itsuki like a drive +1 means that you can dismiss the possibilities of playing Yi Wandering Soul in the deck, so which is kind of good. So yeah, so itsuki has 4 drive checks in like a single turn, provided if you play this order. So it's a better alternative than Yi Wandering Soul anyways. But yeah, so this get like a very funny part, because when I try to recall back like some the initial reviews, people were thinking, oh, like itsuki restands. No, itsuki restands. So does this mean that we can play Yi1 Ring Soul for her drive check? Well, you have another better alternative. You have the itsuki pre-order. So yeah, so there you go. Alright, so I think that's all for itsuki cards for the time being. Alright, so let's step straight into the other miscellaneous cards that we are getting in the DT. So this one is a double rare. So we have Orderly Maiden Yolanda. So Yolanda skill is pretty good. Then this unit boost if your cost is to retire 2 grade 1 or less units and draw 1 and plus 10k until the end of the battle. So she's pretty good in Granfia, I would say. The fact that because you can retire the plant tokens for the cost of this draw 1 plus 10k, so it's pretty good. Lianon not as much. I would say that Lianon it would be more I would say like more conservative in like say like retaining their regards for the time being, because the boosters are kind of important. So I think this would be more better to see like more fleshed out in say in Granfia. We could play this and potentially play this in the Diamond Maskers, I would say. So because like she technically she can boost twice. So if you play with the Diamond Maskers and try to like stand her, then she can probably effect twice. So it's kind of good, but you just have to make sure that you have like I would say that probably like just like once or twice, but I think like no, I think it's once, because let's assume that Lianon has like 3 grade 1 rear guards, so I don't think you can try to like retire it as restand. So okay, you know what, scrap that. You're not gonna play this in Lianon Maskers. I think this is absolute this is like probably an absolute bad card for Lianon, I would say. I would say like Lianon is not gonna use that as much. So probably it's good for Granfia. It's really good for Granfia, because like the draw engine is important, the power cost is important. So retiring plant tokens is retiring plant tokens doesn't really affect much in Granfia. So as long as you can stack Granfia's plant tokens, so it's probably good enough. So yeah, Yolanda is good for for Granfia support, so that's it. And then after that we have the Requiem Fairy. So when this unit plays a Vanguard Circle from the drop zone during your turn, this unit gets choose one of your units and this unit plus 5k until the end of turn. So she can power up herself, or she can just power up the Vanguard or whatsoever. Power one of your regards is also good. Place on regard. So it's a common card, I would say. It's a common card, yeah. Grade 2 common card. So I would say it's not it's probably not gonna be played much, I would say. So it's a meh card, but if people want to go for budget builds with this one, by all means go with budget builds. And next week, Dokuban, so next Thursday, we have the BT12 revealing a new Bastion. So technically speaking, we're gonna get a new Bastion this Thursday, and 2 accompanying support cards for Bastion, which is good. So I'm kind of like excited, and revealing the manga collect cards from your animal. So I'm hoping we're gonna get some good ass reprints this time around. Please reprint. I don't know. Please reprint Mikani. For all that I care, please reprint Mikani, because I am so dying to wanted to think like I was thinking, should I build Chaos just for the for the fans and giggles? I actually wanted to play Chaos, but I think that Mikani's price is way too overpriced, and because of Messiah, I really hope that they could print Mikani. And another possibilities that I wanted to print was Experidia, because because the grade 4 is coming out for Shiranui. So everybody's gonna scramble to look for Experidia. I would say that that's also like a big possibility for them to come out Experidia. I'm just trying to what do you call this? Theorize. I'm trying to be I'm on a hopium right now, but when hopium becomes copium, then I'll take that copium, right? So and there are like few important cards I would say like requires a reprint, but the Inlet Pulse, I would say Inlet Pulse should have a reprint as well, because they only reprint him once and nothing else after that. Brainwash is probably a different story because like Brainwash has been reprinted twice. One in the DBDT09 if I'm not mistaken, or I think or 09 or 010, I don't remember. I think it's 09. And then you have one more reprint in the 5 new deck set. So I'm not sure whether or not they want to do more of Brainwash reprint. So we'll see what we're gonna get in the near future, like this Thursday. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get reprints of manga collect cards in the same way that we got the manga collect cards from the previous sets, where you get like Redon, where you get like Combined Rusher, where you get like Kaidre from Capital Sentry, and those cards, like those are like insanely good staple cards that most decks have been playing. I don't know, maybe they can reprint Drilling Angel for all I care, but one thing I could expect was that in the same way that I feel like every nation is going to get like a very staple reprints for everything, like say Folktale, Combined Rusher, and those cards I've mentioned earlier. In the same way that I felt like these manga collect cards could be like a reprint of something, SEC cards. These are all SEC rarities, by the way. So maybe you can get Inlet Pulse, we can get Inlet Pulse, what else? Esperidia, Mikani, for example. So yeah, very generic staple cards for everything. So that's that. Alright, I'm not gonna go through cards of the day for this one, but technically speaking, long story short, this double rate is good for Flagbird because it's actually a Flagbird support. So yeah, Flagbird is gonna get more support. And next Tuesday stream we have the Amano Grigio right line. So if you haven't seen last Saturday's last Saturday being like 2 days ago, the episode for 3 for Wheel Dress, I recommend you highly just watch the anime. And I'm pretty excited to to look at what this deck does. But spoiler alert, this Vanguard has its own mask form, but the effects are insanely good. I'm not sure whether or not if it's going to be overpriced by the time it's gonna come out, but we'll see. It might be good, it might be not good for like this great training. The Maskers personally I would say is kind of like good. This one I'm not sure, so we'll see what it does in the future. So next Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday stream. And then we have like the Fight of Chakrabarti, so this is going to be DPT 13 in December 8 for English. So that's it, and then this is all for Office Maskers support. So that's about it. Alright, so we've reached the end of the video. If you have any other suggestions, comments, or what do you feel about like itsuki and what do you feel about like the rest of the cards for the time being, and do hit the comments down below, and I want to like listen to your opinions and like see like which sisters, which of the 5 sisters do you think is the best. I would say personally, I would say it's gonna be like itsuki first, I would say. And then second would be like Yotsuba because like of the win condition, but the win condition I don't think the win condition is impossible to achieve. I think it's achievable, provided if you want to try to like swing the rear guards with the grade 2 Yotsuba. Swing the rear guards with grade 2 Yotsuba and then just hit and then drop. But if it's possible, if Yotsuba players can find a way to like speed up the whole pumping out the process of like trying to set the cards in the memories, I think it should be okay, it should be consistent. But so far we haven't been testing it, my friends haven't been testing it, I haven't been testing it. I just want to play Nino for the time being because she's stuck states. So that's about it. So that's, I'm gonna have to end the video right here right now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. This will be the Tuesday one. Yeah, the Tuesday stream is gonna be coming in for tomorrow. And I'll see you guys on the next video. This has been Professor Rank 5 signing out.